Did you see that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is returning to the US, but when he arrives, he will be facing criminal charges for allegedly transporting undocumented people within the US? If you hadn't heard the story, the Trump administration defied a court order and sent Kilmar Abrego Garcia to CICA in El Salvador. The administration claimed that this was an administrative error, and then, without having any real evidence, kept claiming that they deported him to CICA because he is a member of MS-13. But now their story has developed further. Although they're bringing him back, now they're claiming that he was part of this years-long human smuggling ring. And before I go any further with this part, let's remember the source of this information. It's DHS. The same DHS that claimed that an undocumented immigrant, Ramon Reyes, sent a threatening letter to Trump. But it turned out the letters were sent by Demetric Scott. This is just one example of DHS putting out a story that fits their narrative, and never going back and correcting the misinformation and lies that they spread. Now, going back to Kilmar, since they detained him, DHS has been trying to put out a narrative regarding a traffic stop that Kilmar was involved in, trying to paint this night as proof that Kilmar is involved with human smuggling. Now, body cam footage from that night does show that the police discussed that, but they let Garcia go without ticketing him or charging him. And on top of all that, reports are saying that DHS spoke to the person who the vehicle was registered to, Kilmar's boss, who is currently serving a 30-month sentence for re-entering the US without authorization. And after being granted limited immunity, he alleged that he hired Kilmar to transport people between Texas and other locations. Again, this is information that's all coming out of DHS. And it all just seems way too convenient. Hopefully, he finally gets due process and a proper investigation is done. We need a proper investigation because we can now solely depend on what's coming out of this administration. This is still a developing story, so I will keep you updated. And as always, please consider supporting me on here so I can continue bringing you stories like these.